Hello, hello, hello. Hey, how we doing? Me and Spider will be taking you through the instant match reaction. I was just saying to Spider, that's fair. We're going to win the Champions League, aren't we, miss?
We are, girls. Yeah, number 7's on the way, lads. Count it here. Count it. Just count it. And
But
and,
yeah,
and count it on one hand.
yes, number seven, number seven.
It's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah, number
we
7.
all we all remember in '05. It was probably very similar this season, one at Spider in terms of that league season. Liverpool were absolutely
Weird.
atrocious.
Yeah, it was just a weird, awful season, and hence why it was pretty much. I was just thinking back to that season at the start before you knew you were going live, and then it just kind of went. Yeah. And that's pretty much what that season was about until we hit the Champions League, and it was just a marvelous run,
Just
wasn't
magical one.
it? It was just game after game of just unbelievable results. So yeah, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Loved every second of it.
Yeah, make sure you head over to Spider LFC as well. Obviously, Spider is a part of the furniture. We'll be getting Spider on more. And hopefully, once I set him up anyway, he'll be hosting shows. He's very welcome to do that, mate, on this channel. So it'll be great for him. A bit more experience, mate. Even though you don't need it anyway, but because of the stream.
Yeah, of course, but
Yeah.
yeah, of course. No, it's just look. I could talk to my elbow, inside in the room by myself. Is one thing. So I could talk for Ireland, and it's whether I make enough sense or whether people can understand me if I talk too fast. It's just that you're too slow to keep up. Let's think of that. Right?
Oh, you'll be sound. That's if people are subscribing to me, or you'll be in good hands
You're
anyway.
Scouse, you know what I mean? You're Scouse,
yeah.
So you get away with the old horse, yeah, you can get away with all of that, because they actually mean words where you come from. But for me, not. I'm all about the and it's hard, Some people mistake me for being a Geordie, but the wrong way. I don't know.
That's an insult.
It is, yeah, a little bit, but you know what I mean. Well,
we love the Geordies anyway. We love the Geordies and we love the Irish. But chat, most importantly, Connor saying Spider was the captain now. Yeah, he is quite literally anyway. So something in Steven Gerrard against Olympiacos, bang, 40 yards, happy days. But big up chat as well. Gary Talio Nunes does it again. He sure does, mate. And I was on Spider's stream. Everyone, please do head over. If you don't, I'm not aware of Spider's channel. I did pop in. I was, so apologies, there wasn't any live stream. So I know a lot of you did head over to Spider, which is fantastic. Absolute legends. So yeah, I was just on in the second half, and it was, we'll speak about that, Gary. Considering he was banned for 3 games, Spider, he's not started the season in the bad of footing, has he?
Nah, it's grand. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, lads, I've done enough work for tonight, so I'm going to have a can.
Yeah,
let Jack take over. I did an effort tonight. I did a watch along, and I did stuff like that. So I leave it to Jack. No, Nunes was fantastic tonight when he came on. He's just, he's been fantastic for the last week. Is that 5 goals in 6 games that he could have had? So it's not too bad, in considering. And when they're saying that, like, everybody's blowing on about how good Gabriel Jesus was this season. But like in half the time, Nunes has better goal difference. You know what I mean? So the one things that stood out for me tonight, we missed Ibu big time. Big time. Trent there's still a fuck up in Trent. Sorry about the language. I forget my channel name, man. There's still a mix up in Trent or mess up in Trent. It's hard to say. I'm an Irish man. It's hard for me not to curse. It's weird. But like, there's a mistake in Trent, especially over the top balls, especially not getting back fast enough. Ramsey came on and looked really well.
Yeah, he's not just a hologram, is he?
Nah, he looked well when he came on. By Chetic, there's a player in there as well. Jones
had speed of our game, mate. Yeah, on that point of Chetic, mate. I was on the stream with you, mate, and chat. Let us know your thoughts. The speed of that, like I know Liverpool were looking to get that extra couple of goals, really, but when Bajcetic and some of the other players, by and chat, let us know. Like the speed of the game lifted tenfold, really. I felt
massive. It was like, Joe reminded me of. It reminded me of a Liverpool team before Van Dijk, where it was just how many. Like, we're faster than you, we can close you down faster, we can outscore you, even though you might get 2 or 3 goals, we'll score 4 or 5, that kind of way. And that was kind of the urgency that I seen tonight when that team changed over. Bajcetic was great when he came on. He was much faster than Fabinho. A lot of people were saying, like, I thought Fabinho was a bit overworked. But a lot of people are saying that how much effort he had to make. But we were talking about it live on the chat that Thiago wasn't let loose enough because of Fabinho just being kind of on his own doing defending really. So that just kind of shows you where it's lacking from switching from the 4-2-3 to the 4-2-3-1 when there is forward players that come on. But besides that, I thought that, like, he did well. He was better than most games. Fabinho, he got in there a couple of times with good tackles and releasing the ball. Bobby did his Bobby stuff. He was coming, but he was too deep. You said he was too deep as well. You kind of agreed with me later on in the chat.
To play, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a bit too deep for me as well later on. Salah did well. He was a bit wider at the start, and then he started coming in more central. And he was doing a bit better. Nunez, I'm worried about. He's a bit of a Suarez in him, isn't he?
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm kind
of
going through my thoughts as I'm going. I'm just excited.
You got to plan a show, lad. You've got to get those.
Number 7's coming home, lads. Number 7's going home.
you got to structure the show, lad. You can't just go.
I'm excited because I saw a better team tonight. A much better team.
Yeah. Much better. Yeah, we'll get to Shay's comments as well. Keep on getting your comments in as well, chat. Most importantly, but we're more bothered about what you think about the game. As I said, we'll be asking Spider the first 20-minute period because I did get off work until late anyway, so I did watch it on my phone on the way in the taxi way home anyway. So I did watch it, but Spider's got better insight anyway because I was a bit late to the party. Darwin showing why we paid the big bucks for him. He changed the game when he come on. 100% there, Shay. He stretches game so much, and as we'll speak about tonight, really, speak about his attitude that sometimes it does need to be wound in a bit. But
Jack, let's call a spade a spade. He left and right hooked your man in that. He just went, "What are you talking about, crack?" And then walked away. What? No, yeah.
Probably then he's absolutely battered a couple of those Napoli players in the car park on his way out, and so big up there, Nunez, get in, Zuki, absolute legend, mate. Hope you're well, fella. Spider had a bet on Napoli, did you? No,
I don't bet.
We don't.
I bet on me
on this channel. Yeah, we bet on Jurgen Klopp and these boys.
That's it. Yeah,
that's what we do. Jones played well. P.S. Nunez has more goals than Mane at the point in Mane's career at Liverpool. Jones played well. That's interesting. Great stat there, Gary. Chat, have you got any better stats than what I usually bring to the Buzzy channel, which is not a lot? But there you go, Gary. That's absolutely fantastic. Good win for the Reds. Get into on. Hope you enjoyed that. I know, as we'll speak about, I've got a little tab open anyway, and we've sparred, and we'll all have a look at the teams that potentially we will be getting drawn up against tomorrow. So 4 groups have been decided tonight, and then we'll have a look at obviously the big games tomorrow. But a lot of the big teams, and as I said in the title and the thumbnail, has been inspired on this stream. Bring them all on, mate, and chat. Bring them all on, because I tell you what, now, Spider, they'll be looking at that, and yes, the Premier League form hasn't been the best, but Liverpool's still a historic name that carries weight even to Real Madrid. Like, especially if we were to get Real Madrid, they'll be like, "Ooh." I know they've had a good record in recent seasons against Liverpool, but what are your thoughts on that, mate? I'd say just bring them all on. Don't be scared of anyone.
Even at our worst as a Liverpool side, which it was that time that we played Real Madrid and they beat us home and away.
That was the centre-back season.
That was a terrible season. It doesn't matter. And there's no excuses for... Last season, the excuse was we were just too tired. It looked like a tired team, but with a superstar in Ibu Konate and also a superstar in Alisson Becker to save us a couple of times, But the first time we got done by them, they had tactics. They knew what they were doing. They had, Sergio and all that, and they're pulling Salah's socket out of place. And he did that. I kid you not. He's done that 11 times in La Liga, where he's pulled somebody down and damaged their shoulder doing it. He knows exactly what he was doing.
I think you've even seen it at PSG this season as well, mate.
Yeah. So look, I think that I want Real Madrid. I'll be honest with you. I want them now. And I want them now, and I want them when we're going to be a different animal in February. Just remember, whatever team we meet now, or we get now, we're going to get them in
We'll
February.
be getting everyone back.
Everybody's back. We're going to be a different animal. We're going to be hungry. We're going to be going on this streak where it is 15 or 16 games. When I can tell you now, like, you can quote it if you don't quote it, but I just believe in this side. And I believe in our manager more than I believe in this side, and I believe what he can create and what he can convince players to do under him. And I just think that I want Real Madrid now. I want them out of the way. Then you know that you're getting something different in the end. Maybe like a PSG in a final or something like that. You're getting something that you know that you can beat, and that you know that the occasion can catch up with. But now that I know the domestic competitions haven't started much yet for us in our league.
Play the kids hopefully, innit?
Yeah, just play the kids. Just do it this time. Concentrate. Just give the lads a break, no matter who we sign and who we bring in, and make sure there's Champions League football going forward, and make sure that we pull ourselves back in the league. Is the main point. Just don't worry about the cup competitions. Let them get to the finals. Let them compete in the latter stages, and just give the lads that are either coming in or the lads that are coming back something to look forward to for the rest of the season. And that'd be my point on that.
And you never know, mate. And Chas, if we actually sign someone in January or in and around that time as well, they will be obviously scheduled to be able to be put into the Champions League squad as well. But get to everyone's comments as well. Ensman, get in, mate. We are back. We are winning number 7 this season. But thank you very much, mate. As I said, I was on an episode. I think it was one of the lads anyway. But thank you very much for tuning in, mate. We'll get you on very soon. Get you and Rods and the lads on. As I said, try and get as many as you're on, boys. I hope you enjoyed the win. As I said, we finished second, but we'll have a look at that. But big up, make sure you get that. We'll be featuring all the comments tonight. If you've got any questions for the chat as well, post them into there and let me know who you'd, as Spider was alluding to there. I'd very much agree with Spider in terms of, as I said, with my title, just bring on the big boys. If it's Real Madrid, if you want to win the competition in Champions League, you bounce on it, you're going to get. But I'll jump the gun, but it'd be fantastic if we got Porto. But whoever we do get. But big up Andrew as well. I want to say a massive thank you as always for your support and messages. You're always welcome, mate. Everyone on the channel, mate. And I know we're all one big family, mate. Even off camera, as I said, I'll support anyone if you need it, mate. Me DMs are always open, everyone. So day or night, we're all together. We're all, even rival fans, we're all one big footballing community anyway. So big up, mate. And mate up, you're getting sorted. That's the most important.
Even Andrew, I'm clueless to the situation. I have no idea what's going on, but I think you're a sound bloke. And like you've been in chatting to me a few times, and I'm just like, yeah, he's a nice fella. I said, I don't know what's going on, but how are you? How are you keeping? I'll have a pipe with you when I come over.
Oh, yes. We'll do that, lad. Well, big up, Andrew. Stefan is best in Fabinho. Gary, especially if it's off the back of this season, mate. But we'll go through the individual players. But we're through. We're staying here, mate. If we got knocked out, then we'd be sitting here for a good 2 hours debating and analysing. But I think Chat would agree with it. Getting North, great result. Strong. Canate, brilliant. Big up, Jurgen Klopp. Great subs. Come on, the Reds, and keep it going. Yeah, thoughts on Ibu, mate? I think you touched on him before, but I think chat, let us know your thoughts on Big Ibu. Much more settled by Liverpool tonight.
Yeah, just you could see the ease in the defense was there. Like he handled Asamoah really well, and so much so that he kept going out to Van Dijk's side to think that he would actually take him on and catch him. But Van Dijk just kept giving him like a smack in the face or something from behind. Because every time he just covered him, your man was just going to the floor going, me eyeball. I don't know what was going on there, man, but he was falling over.
I'll tell you what, I was saying to you on your stream, mate, if he comes to the Premier League, he's got to cut that out because he'll be getting absolutely elbowed by Tony Pulis at this race.
He'll end up in like the Russian league somewhere, just talking smack or something, and nobody's going to remember him. So I mean, that's just you have to step up in the game. I could see. I was even saying that on my stream when I was there. There's a player in that boy. If he plays well, there's an absolute player on that guy. The way he nicked in front of Tsimikas and Van Dijk tonight when he won that ball, I'm just like, oh man, like he's rapid and he's clued into where the ball is. But he just has to cut out that bullshit because I was saying it earlier. I know rival fans will turn around and say in any team. Like if we're playing somebody else and there's a lot of diving going on, rival fans tend to turn around and say, "Oh no, get on with it," and whatever. But Liverpool fans are going irate and all this kind of stuff. But if fans stepped up from other sides, no matter who's playing, and said, "Oh, there's a lot of diving going on there," but Liverpool lost anyway. So in that kind of way, then you would turn on and it was still focusing on the point that these kind of teams are happening. So, or these kind of games are happening. So I would like to see that cut out of the game a lot more, less diving, stuff like that. It's a man's sport, lads. I don't mean to be, sexist or anything. It's a man's sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm just watching the highlights as well. Is it just buying into game? I don't know. Did Inter? Oh, something being given? It was a penalty. Hang on. Oh no, it was given. Sorry, there.
Yeah.
So, chat, get you who you'd favour, and I think you there, mate. As you said, he's got to cut it out. But I think we're all watching, with intrigue in terms of awesome men, in terms of developments. And
by the way, I would take Anguissa in our midfield. I need it. What a player he is.
Oh, the ex-Fulham lad. I tell you what, he was he sent especially that reverse fixture, mate. He was dropping heads left, right, and centre, mate.
I don't know. Man, he was like he's so calm in the
bit
ball.
of a unit, isn't he?
Yeah. Dreads and all.
It was a bit more there than Fabinho, I just put it that way. But big up there, North, left Nunes. I'll tell you what, he's probably been sent off in the car park there with Nunes after that game. But there you go, Rob. Bring on your
international. Bring on your over by the score. Barcelona, Real Madrid. Who the beep? You're trying to keep.
There we go, mate. Big up you two. I've only just finished watching the game and I had to watch on record, but happy with the performance. So that's big up Panov as well. Similar, mates. Hopefully you had a good day in work, mates. As I said, I missed the first one. Well, I didn't miss it, but I wasn't really fully concentrating because I had to rush home. But yeah, hopefully you had a good day in work, mate. And as I said, much better. And Spider, in it, Chala's me for it's kind of get that balance now. We've seen it in the European competitions, and we played. On paper, they are better teams than quite a lot of the majority of teams in the Premier League. I know the Premier League's strong, but it's just about getting that balance right, isn't it? And you alluded to, I think that will come when a lot of the players are back fully fit.
Yeah.
And
Jack, the only thing I say is that we're at one of our weakest points at the moment, and for me, we just beat the best team that's in the Champions League at the moment. And I think how they
even in Europe as well.
In Europe, yeah, the stats wise, if you want to go by stats, that's grand. But for me, they were the best team that's in the Champions League at the moment, and we just beat them 2-0. They've had their chances, they've created chances, and we have not been any. It's a better game than I've seen us play most of the season, but we have not been on form. But we did well tonight. I mean, at points, even though when we weren't controlling the game, it was still 50-50 in the game. So that's rather
similar to Rob was basically what we've been saying in a lot of chats. Why you can answer why on earth can we beat the best team in England and the best team in Europe? We are having a poo season. We are the maddest team ever.
Proper bipolar, man. Proper bipolar. Liverpool are the most bipolar team in the league this season, I guarantee you.
It's in Liverpool's DNA, chatting and stuff. We do it the hard way. If there's a way of doing something, we'll be 3-0 down against AC Milan in 05. Come back, even against Olympiacos as well. Never make it easy for ourselves. Deals with hope when he returns. I'm on Varela watching January.
I love Varela.
Even if we needed to chip in £5, he's on the top of my list, mate.
I'm the same, dude. I think he's gettable in January as well. To be honest with you, I think other players aren't, and some players aren't, and whatever. But I think a Barella and maybe a Caicedo are gettable in January, big time.
Yeah.
And I think if Napoli weren't on top of the group and we knocked them out tonight or whatever like that, I think there would have been a chance at Anguissa as well. But he's going to go whatever he can with Napoli for the rest of the season. But Kanate, we need two of those type of players. Fabinho was that for us for a long time. He was the guy that nicked in last minute tackles. He was bouncing people off the ball, taking it, winning the back. But he's just been off the pace. He's tired. And it's like, I'm never going to get at Fabinho because he's been so good for us. Like, so good for us that we were spoiled with him at his peak. And now that he's tired, we need to give him a rest by bringing in a bit of cover for him, really, to do the same thing that he did at his peak. So, yeah. Go on.
I was just checking the age of Anguissa. 26.
That's
He's still.
perfect.
Hang on, has he just turned 26?
Yeah.
What's this one? No, we're turning 27, but even still, that's perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect, man.
Yeah. Absolutely perfect.
Wouldn't even command quite a high fee, mate. But yeah, no, you're spot on there, mate. Yes, let's go on, Doug. 1 second, mate. We'll just get through all these comments. Midfield, 100%.
Rob is saying he's everything I'm saying tonight. To be honest with you, he's just freaked me out twice there so far.
As he might have logged into your computer line, I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
Looking at your notes.
That porn was just sitting in my account.
What is it? A compilation of what was it? A compilation of Darwin
Granny's feet and only nans.
Oh yeah, Wayne Rooney be happy there, mate. If you don't know, you don't. You need to know.
Yeah,
to know.
it's
one of our streams.
There
we go. Rob's got a fetish. Right, well. Shout out, Rob. Good shout as well. The 1892 Reds podcast. Big up the lads as well. I'll drop the link in 1 second there, chat. We'll get your thoughts on. If you do come on, I will drop it into the comments there, chat. But as I said, it's not going to be a long one tonight, boys. But we'll have a quick, when you do jump on, we'll have a quick look at the teams, get your quick thoughts, people that do jump in. Spider anything that we haven't really touched on. We've mentioned Canate. Nunez's impact really much better in terms of defensive play for me. I felt it.
I think so. That for me is one of our best defensive displays all season. Except for almost the Alexander Arnold going to sleep with the ball over the head. That could have been an easy volley for that. Like it's his position. He needed to cover that. No matter what you're doing, just get in the player's face. Don't worry about where the ball is. Just look at the player, stand in his face, and then worry if you can clear it. Just pull him off. Don't give him the space. And I think that's like a main thing for me for any right back coming into cover in the right defensive midfield position. The right defensive centre back position. Also, very impressive by Chetic when he came on. Absolutely controlled the game. Created a link-up play, freed up Thiago again. The passing gained at least 40% speed than what we've done all game. It was ridiculous, really. How's it going, Doug?
Hello. I'm just seeing that my face is being covered by the instant match.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'll remove it and I'll re-edit that on the fly anyway. But how are you doing, Doug?
I'm good. I'm good, mate. I mean, people sort of dubbed that as sort of a dead rubber game, but actually, I thought it was a pretty good game. Nice to get the win. And actually, I think we're the first team to stop Napoli scoring this season.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah. That's a lot of confidence, would you say, Doug, going into this next, obviously, last couple of games, but taking that on to, would you say, mate, to obviously post the World Cup, mate? It'd be a massive... you need those little things to build a bit of confidence, even if we are to get that, mate. What you spot on, man?
Yeah, I think as well. I think we've got obviously Spurs, we've got Derby, and we've got Southampton to come up as well. So, if we win those 3 games, then it kind of puts a bit of a cloud on a bit of a silver lining as well. But no, I think it's a good wee thing to go into that Spurs game now, knowing that we've obviously won tonight. And I hope we see Konate more now that he's at the back. I thought he was excellent tonight.
Yeah, no, much better, mate. I think he was probably one of my man of the match, mate. He just brings that settled nature to the game, really, doesn't he, mate? But
yeah,
I think from a selfish point of view, I hope, and even chat, mate, I hope he doesn't go to the World Cup, because I think we need to keep him wrapped up in bubble wrap, really. And I think if he's fully fit going to the back end of this season, I think it'll be massive, mate.
Well, there was talk that apparently, I can't remember what country it was. It wasn't France. Apparently, Mali were potentially wanting for their team. So where's the code? It's like. We'll be all right. Look, anyway. But no, I think Mali were wanting Konate, so I don't think Konate will be going to the World Cup anyway. If I'm being honest, and obviously me being a bit selfish, but I really hope that none of our players go to go to the World Cup. But we know that's not going to happen because Darwin Núñez is definitely going to be in the Uruguay squad. Definitely.
Yeah, big up. Spider's gone the loo, everyone. So we'll have a quick look in terms of the Champions League standings at the minute. So obviously, as we can see here, Liverpool finished second in their group. Porto, bit of a mad one. With Chat as well and Doug. Probably two teams that not everyone anticipated progressing out with that group. Would you say, mate? I think there's especially Club Brugge, a massive surprise for me. Anyway.
Aye, but no, Club Brugge deserve a lot of credit. I mean, they beat Porto 4-0, and then Porto went to Belgium and won 4-0. But they beat Atletico Madrid as well. I mean, Atletico Madrid being out is absolutely madness.
You haven't even got your the Europa League, have they?
No, big up to Xabi Alonso for getting Leverkusen into the Europa League as well.
So that's massive. That's massive for them.
So it's a good wee thing as well. But I'm just looking at Porto again, and how many times have we got Porto? It is just made for Monday for us to get Porto.
I swear to God, if we get them, I think they're literally in a lodge of complaints, aren't they, Spider?
I think so.
If we do get them,
yeah, I think they're going to call foul play. I really do.
I think they'll need to get a restraining order over us.
Yeah, I think so. And by the way, Chad, I was powdering my nose, right? I wasn't at the loo. I was just making sure. Oh yeah, geez, I forgot what that means when you're taking a joke. But anyway, look, lads, we could have won it tonight if there was a lot more urgency. If there was a lot more urgency that we've seen at the end of the game than what we saw throughout most of the game. That's like, for me, it was like a Liverpool of old with the passing game that happened in that final 10 minutes or the last 15 minutes when those lads came on. I thought it was fantastic. I was watching like really, really quick passing, like lads that were playing in the right positions. Gary wants PSG. I would
they haven't won their group yet.
Yeah, I would take anybody, to be honest with you. I'd rather Porto or Real Madrid because I just want early revenge against Madrid and get them out of the way.
Yeah.
Or Porto, So
yeah, we'll have a quick look as it stands here, chat. Anyway, if the games do finish as you were, so Porto, Liverpool can get, as we know. Bayern Munich, Sadio coming back to Anfield will be a bit of a mad one. I tell you what, I'd probably Bayern. We've played them in the past, so we know what they're all about. Really,
they 100% their group, though, did they?
What do you mean?
Did they win all their games?
Yeah, 100%. Goals for 18, goals against 2. Christ. Wow. But it's easy when you're playing Victoria Pulse and Barcelona Inter, really, innit?
But the difference is we probably lose to Porto and destroy Bayern Munich. That's how the season's going so far, It's weird, man. Yeah.
So that was a big one as well. I was on the stream with obviously Spider on his channel, and it was a bit of a mad one. I think, especially Frankfurt, they were like bottom of their table anyway. I know there was only a point between all those teams, but it would have been nice if Spurs could have not got that winner, because it would have meant, as we know, they could have got Frankfurt even. But it isn't to be. And obviously with this group, we can't get Milan, can we either? Because so we can't even get them. So unless
and remember we can't face an English team in the next round either.
Only the round afterwards,
So Real Madrid, as it stands, will be PSG.
Let's be honest, Real Madrid will go to Celtic tomorrow in the Bernabeu.
What's PSG and Benfica? And
they're tied in 11.
That's what I'm thinking.
Tell you what,
you could still get Benfica.
Chat, let us know. Or do you know? Or lads, is it Benfica PSG last game?
No, Benfica away to Maccabi Haifa and PSG away to Juventus.
Ooh. That's a tough game.
That is a tough game.
Juve will be wanting that 3 points as well to get that Europa League spot, won't they?
Yeah.
I know they've been shocking, haven't they, this season?
Yeah.
Well, be good. Come on, Benfica.
Actually, I've just actually thought if Juventus lose to PSG, then Maccabi Haifa go through in the head-to-head because they've got a better head-to-head record against Juve.
So Juve have to play it to get into the Europa League.
Yep.
Yeah. That'll be
So
interesting. But right. Quickly rattle through these comments. Get Andrew's thoughts on a little second, mate, and then we'll cap off. Absolute legends. If you haven't already done so, please do drop a like on the video. Massively helps out the channel. Please do head over to Spider LFC, Doug, and the Dugout Football channel. I was going to introduce Andrew. Andrew, you haven't got a comment. A comment. You haven't got a channel, have you, mate? Big up, mate. I quickly get your thoughts, mate. Just rattle through these comments. Absolute legends. Bringon Nunes was like throwing a hand grenade on the pitch. It was, Brian. 1-1 to PSG. Interesting, Gary. I tell you what, I know they've been banging in goals this season, but it's easy in Ligue 1. And I know they are playing quite well, but I think defensively, they're not as strong. Don't let me start on Kimpembe, one of the most overrated centre-halves in the whole of Europe. We play better against the big sides in Europe anyway, 100% there. How you doing, Russ, as well? Is Arsenal side absolutely flying? Hopefully. I would say, hopefully we see you next year, but I think we will, unless someone from above us...
All we have to say, Jack, is thanks to Arsenal for doing something this season, because Liverpool have been keeping this from turning into a Farmers League for the last 10 years.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Messi is back in serious form. Yeah, hopefully. You never know. But, Andrew, thank you very much for coming on, mate. As I said, your closing thoughts, really. Big result. Much better performance for you.
Made up. I'm actually happy we got revenge on them after the first game of this Champions League campaign. Obviously, they beat us and we've got revenge tonight. I mean, Kanate absolute beast mode. I mean, he turned into Matip at one point in the game when he made that run with the ball.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this guy's actually, he's a beast, literally. And
that Champions League game, we watched it, mate, in the garden, that he looked a man upon his years in that final. He was by far Liverpool's best player on that pitch. If it wasn't for him, Liverpool would have got absolutely battered all over the gaff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another praise again. Like, I've got, obviously Nunes again. Like, this guy, obviously, it's his first season. Obviously, it didn't go too well at the start. But since he's, calmed down a bit, he's putting great performances in. And even if he plays as a striker or a winger, he's been delivering again. Obviously, the other day, we're not going to talk about that, but he stepped up tonight, and even Tsimikas, who's been probably the second best left back signing we've made over the past few years, again, putting performance in again.
It's a great point you mentioned there, Mason. Probably close on it as well. It's good that Liverpool got that depth, especially down that left hand side. I think all of us do hope in the next 12 months, or that we do see Ramsey develop a bit more. No, he's not been given the first couple of minutes this season.
Though he looks like he's going to be a good little player.
Yeah.
Hopefully we manage him quite well, a bit better, Spider.
Yeah. He was so good tonight, man. Bajcetic was brilliant tonight when he came on. That was the one thing that I was watching. So, when the game is done and dusted, I know we're not going to do anything extra or whatever. I watch the players that are not on the ball, and I watch the players that are receiving the ball, passing it off, and then looking where they're running. So I watched what Bajcetic was doing the whole time. He was sitting there, he was dropping back to within 13 feet of Van Dijk, which is exactly the zone you want to be in, to be helping your centre back when you know that the header is going to come back at you, or you know the clearance is going to come back at you. And that's exactly the positions that he was picking up tonight. And I thought that was brilliant when he came on. I thought Ramsey was brilliant when he was doing the same. He was listening to the lads to his left and stepping up. And then he was trying to make runs forward as well, which is great. And that only bodes well for Trent, to be honest with you, because I want to see Ramsey come on and be the best player he can possibly be and push Trent to the enormity of what his game can actually get to. And also, Andrew, by the way, you sound exactly like John Bishop, dude. It's amazing. Yeah, you sound exactly like John Bishop's comedian.
I just want to say as well a big thank you. I just want to say a big thank you as well to you. Obviously, I've had a tough week, which I'm not going to go into. I just want to say thank you for all your support and messages and that you've sent me and stuff. Obviously, I've got an opportunity coming up soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
which I've
yeah,
told
we'll
Jack
get
about.
that. Yeah, no, that'll be good.
So
No, thank you.
I'm
Thank you for
just
coming
happy
on,
that
man.
I'm going to count this week and that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, you don't have to say that. It's all good, all good.
Yeah.
You're in a good place now. That's good, mate. But yeah, we'll go rounds quickly. Doug, man of the match. Your 1 to 3, obviously 1 being your best. Shark, get your 1 to 3s in terms of your man of the match performance tonight.
I'd have to give it to Kanate. I think the fact that you basically stop Kvaratskhelia coming inside like he did against Gomez, I thought Kanate was an absolute monster tonight. So yeah, for me, it's Kanate.
Yeah, Andrew, 1 to 3. It would be a man of the match.
Kanate.
Yeah, full house, Spider.
Yeah, I'd say it's a weird one. Konate for me is definitely man in the match, but then there was a weirdness. I'm thinking of my top 3, and even though Salah scored a goal and he played well, I wouldn't even put him in my top 3. I would have had Konate, and I would have had Tsimikas, and I would have had Bajcetic when he came on, because I thought he was just outstanding when he came on. And although Bobby does what his Bobby things and Salah does his Salah things, I just thought that they just made such an impact when they came onto the pitch and when they were playing that it was so good. Yeah, like for me, Ibu easily man in the match. So.
Yeah, Ibu there, mate, as well.
Yeah.
And we'll get to last couple of questions, comments as well. Over 2 legs, we're good enough to beat anyone. Bring it on 100%, mate, 100%. City and Napoli couldn't score at Anfield. We can take anyone over.
Yeah, and that's a good point as well, because we always seem to do well in these 2-legged ties as well.
Anfield, as we always know, it plays such a big impact as well.
There's no better atmosphere than Anfield on a European night.
Yeah.
No.
Spot on there, boys. Good comment there, John. Lewis says the best Colombian importance cocaine, but Brian's follows it up. Shakira, mate. So yeah, unlucky. Brian. Yeah, I think we'd all agree with that, Brian. But yeah, as Brian said, I think with Jones, we'll close on Jones chat as well. Get your thoughts on Jones. Start with you, Spider. It wasn't a very captivating performance, but it was better than what we've seen in recent weeks and months.
It's the best game I've seen him play for about 2 years, and that's including his goal against Everton and including his goal. I just thought that he nicked in when he needed to, and then I got in saying that it's his best game for us, even since his Everton goal, which is a great goal for him in the cup and all of that. He just didn't.
Sorry, there, lad.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry about that, there, lads. No, but in saying, I push it over.
Carry on.
But in saying, I never had it there, but it's just an uncomfortable position, because it's so warm in this room. But anyway, it was his. It's hard for me to explain because Jones is still doing Jones things, which means he's still not passing quick enough. There was a certain point where he was running up the line and he could have played in Tsimikas, who has a much far better left leg for a crossing than him, and he danced and pulled it back and back and back, and then danced and then pulled it back and back, then danced and then pulled it back, and then when he did, he played it to a Harvey Elliott who had to rush onto the ball and then smack it like 15, 20 meters over the bar. So I'm just saying that was typical of what Jones is for me in the Liverpool side. He can do so much. He's really, really good on the ball, but really poor when it comes to finishing his position on the ball. If you understand what I'm saying, it's just that he doesn't look for the other players until he receives the ball, whereas he should know where the players are running and what they're doing before he receives the ball. If you get me,
Also, the fact is he doesn't play with his head up. He's got his head down when he's playing with the ball.
We call that Milan Barra syndrome earlier, is what we call it.
Yeah. Would you say, Doug? It's a great point that the lads you mentioned as well. Do you think that doesn't help when he's getting moved into a different? He's playing loads of positions, isn't he? He's playing left wing, centre mid, DM, certain games as well.
I think he's more suited as a sort of a number 10, Curtis Jones, but he frustrated the living daylies with me tonight. Like how many times did he have the opportunity to put the ball into the box and he was just cutting back? It's just just frustrated me this evening.
That is the old days Jordan Henderson syndrome, is what I would call that.
Yeah. But no, it's good. It's good to see him back. It is very, very good to see him back, and it's good to see Kanate back. And I just think as well, we just need to not rush these players back, because we've seen in the recent times that we have rushed players back too quickly. So I'm hoping that Kanate now sort of gets a run in the team, and hopefully we see Ramsey from the start against Derby next Wednesday.
100%. Oh, good, lad. Oh, good. I was going to say, I didn't even clock it anyway. Obviously, I think if I was watching the stream myself, I'm going to say...
Oh, is that the fan, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, lads. It keeps creeping in. Every new device that I buy, it ends up in a box here, and I like to keep them pristine.
I reckon you get it back in for the last 10 seconds, yeah.
I think so.
Hypnotize everyone.
Come on, there you go.
He's giving her the hug. Nice, there we go. There we go.
No, it's normally in the corner way over there, and it's just creeped in the last year or so. Because every device that I bought, which is lights, whatever like that, I keep the boxes pristine, and I keep the devices pristine. So if I ever sell them on an upgrade, I like to keep them pristine. So if the next person gets them, they're paying their money's worth. But then the fan just takes the brunt of it because it keeps getting pushed in more and more. So that's the problem.
It's got legs. That fan.
It's got legs, yeah.
There we go. North, Majestic looks promising. Yeah. I don't say like that. I wouldn't even have a bloody clue to properly type that. The fan as well. Fan man of the match. Nice. Jones was okay, Mark said. Where's Darwin?
The plastic bag.
Oh yeah, up the plastic bag. If you know, you know.
I'm just reassuring the fan. Sorry.
Is there a song there? I think there should be one North. I think by now it's Liverpool, mate, and we usually do some good chants, and then everyone in the Premier League robs the songs anyway. Need to start Nunes, Firmino, and Salah versus Spurs. Interesting. We'll be having a pre-match build-up show. But last closing comments here. Brian Ronnie Whelan says, saying that Jack always said about Jones, he doesn't help himself by holding onto the ball. Yeah. Interesting there, Brian, as well. Good point.
Very much. That's exactly the point.
Spider just Spider was just hot-blooded anyway. It's good luck. It's a good looks marker. But we're up to that. Go ahead, Chloe. You're absolutely legend.
Go ahead, Chloe.
It Arsenal team is absolutely flying.
That kiss was for Mark, not for Chloe. Sorry.
Yeah. But lads, Doug, thank you very much for coming on, mate. Just please you shout out your channel, mate, and what content you've got coming up.
Yeah. Oh, hello. I always
catches us at the big screen, man.
I always wonder if you're gonna go big screen there. Yeah, but you can come.
Go. Yeah, we'll mix it up and gone. There we go. Yeah, it's Andrew. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you can find me at the Dugout Football channel. I'm 6 away from 2.2k now. I did a match reaction earlier and gained, I think, about 15 subs. So I'm on 2194, so 6 away from 2.2k. And I'm doing a Real Madrid against Celtic watch along tomorrow, so potentially one of our round of 16 potential opponents. So yeah, and I'll be doing a Spurs preview at some point as well. But yeah, Dugout Football channel, like, share, and subscribe. Do what you can, support the channel. Cheers.
There you go. Spider's picking himself up as well. There we go. Yeah. No, we're not falling for this, lads. Chat now, yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Spider. I like long walks on the beach. I like beer, Liverpool FC. I like it. No, but seriously, that's sorry guys.
Sorry there, lad. Mods, can you there? Nice one, Mark. I was going to say, just try to get the lads' channel links in there, please.
Spider LFC on YouTube, and also Spider on YouTube for the gaming stuff, and Irish Spider Guy, which I'll be live on after this, playing Call of Duty, because I'm back on that. And I used to be number 1 in the world in Call of Duty 4 years ago. So I've been enjoying getting back on it again, which is great.
Getting sweaty on that, lad. But,
getting sweaty.
But big up, he's going to need that fan chat as well, isn't he? And as the lads have said, hang on.
Am I still on camera? It's okay.
Yeah,
yes, you are.
They don't mean it. They don't mean it, man. Sorry.
There we go. Well, where is he? is it there? And yeah, there we go. The Anfield Lark. Can the fan play midfield? I tell you what. I tell you what.
Wait.
It's probably got better movement than half of our midfielders this season in the Prem.
Yeah,
there we go.
There goes. It's right.
Tell you what.
Go whatever you want. Yeah. I can make it taller or smaller. I can get as lanky as Fabinho around.
It's moved quicker than Fabinho in the last couple of weeks, mate. There we go. Covers more space as well.
Fabinho's been like a broken down car the last few weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully that is. I'm just hoping, even if he doesn't go, chat as well, and panel as well. If he doesn't go to the World Cup, which I don't think he will, he'll just have a good respite. Really, he can relax and recover. Big up Panov as well. Can the fan play 12 man? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably be allowed to as well. And nice one for that mark as well. Nice, appreciate it. So, as we said, it's been a good, eventful night. The Reds obviously finishing second, but I think I might do a live stream watch along tomorrow. Yeah, I might be. Well, it should be anyway. What's it? Yeah, it will be.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I will be tomorrow. But chance? No, it's Wednesday. Sorry. Bloody hell, I don't even know my days. But chance, it's been an absolute pleasure. Gentlemen on the panel as well. Thank you for tuning in. And for everyone that has dropped in or dropped in for a couple of seconds, really do appreciate the support as always. As I said, everyone that's in the chat day and night anyway, use what make the channel the amazing red community. But a couple of shout outs, big up North, big up Mark, Panov, the Anfield Lark, Chloe, Andrew as well, Brian, Jean, Russ, Gary, North Red, the 1892 Reds podcast, Rob as well, the absolute legend, mate, North, and every single one of you. I'm hoping I haven't missed anyone's, but big up everyone, absolute bloody legends. And the Reds will, as we said before, bring on your bloody internationale. Up the Reds, happy days, on to the last 16 anyway. That's all we can ask for. Up the Reds. See you later, everyone. Ta-ra.